Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Once again, this video I'm going to explain about Bio Inorganic Chemistry. This is under semester 4. Okay, so this is a new chapter students, Bio Inorganic Chemistry. Okay, so some universities the same unit is under the heading some metal ions in biological system. Okay, but now it is changed to Bio Inorganic Chemistry. So before going into the topics under this chapter, first let us see some introduction about this bioinorganic chemistry. Under this, we know that students, living beings have two types of constituents. Okay, so generally most of the not most of the living beings consist of two types of constituents. What are they? Inorganic and organic. Under inorganic, we have like iron, cobalt, sodium, potassium, etc. Organic constituents are nothing but like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, oils, etc. Okay, so you will write under introduction, living beings consist of two types of constituents, organic and inorganic, and also all the constituents or all the elements that are present in human body, they can be divided into two types. What are the two types? Essential and non-essential elements. Okay students, so under the introduction you have if you want you can write down the notes or you can take a screenshot students. Living beings have two types of constituents. They are organic and inorganic. In brackets I mentioned what are the organic constituents and what are the inorganic constituents. Okay, and also the elements in the body, they are divided into two types, divided into two types, essential and non-essential. Okay, so first we will be studying about looking what these essential elements are. What are the essential elements? The term essential itself says that they are necessary for the human body either in small quantities or large quantities. So why are these elements essential to the body? In order to maintain the normal living process. Okay, such elements are called as essential elements, and these are again students divided into two types, micro elements and macro elements. So write down the definition of essential elements students. The elements which are essential or which are necessary in small or large quantities, in small or large quantities to maintain normal living process are called essential elements. Are called essential elements. These are again divided into two types. Number one, micro elements and macro elements. So now you know what micro meaning and what macro meaning is. Okay, micro is very small, macro is larger. Okay, so micro elements means the elements which are required in very small amounts, we call them as micro elements, and macro elements means nothing but the elements which are required more than 1 mg, we call them as macro elements. Okay students, these are under essential elements. Now tell me whether micro and macro elements are essential for human body for the maintenance of the normal living process. Yes, they are essential. Essential elements only classified into two types. So write down the definition for micro elements students. The elements which are required in very small amounts are called as micro elements. You can note down some of the examples I quoted here, like copper, zinc, cobalt, manganese, molybdenum, iodine, etc. Okay, next, macro elements. These are required more than 1 mg. So put the side heading macro elements, write down the definition. The elements which are required more than 1 mg are called as macro elements. Macro elements. Completed? Write down the examples. Carbon, hydrogen. So many I have quoted. Oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, potassium, calcium, iron, phosphorus. So all these come under macro elements. I will show you the example, students. Note down the examples. Completed? Okay. Now, so this is about essential elements. So a simple classification under essential elements. Next is non-essential elements. So we have seen, right, the body contains the elements which are mainly divided into two types, essential and non-essential. So essential we did, now non-essential elements. Non-essential itself tells us that these are not actually essential. Okay, but their function is yet to be known. Such elements we call them as non-essential elements. So write down the definition, students. The elements which are not actually essential, but their function is yet to be known are called as non-essential elements. Okay. Now, write down the examples below. Non-essential elements are like bromine, boron, silicon, arsenic, nickel, lead, aluminium. Okay, students. So, this is the introduction under what is this bioinorganic chemistry. Okay. We have seen living beings consist of two types of constituents, organic, inorganic. Next, the elements present in the body divided into two types, essential and non-essential. Essential are very, very necessary to maintain the normal living process. They are again divided into micro and macro elements. Next, non-essential elements. Okay, so this is the brief introduction under bioinorganic chemistry, students. So as one of the students asked me to do the videos on bioinorganic chemistry, so I am doing especially for you who are having exams in the coming days, students. Please kindly note down all these points. Next topic I will do in the next video, students. Whoever is watching for the first time, please subscribe, like, share it with your friends, students. Especially tell them also to subscribe the channel. Okay, students, meet you in the next video with a new topic. Take care.